absolutely beautiful here this morning. Melbourne is actually like a tropical oasis this morning. It's just stunning. But it's been such an amazing week. Melbourne Cup here. And yeah, just so many amazing bands in Melbourne. So much. I went to see Jelly Roll last week. And what an incredible person. Sort of looking at what I wish I knew at 30. And Jelly Roll is just the epitome of reflecting and going back and looking at the lessons that have been so hard learned. But it's just, as I interview more and more people on what I wish I knew at 30, yesterday I had the absolute pleasure of interviewing a former chef called Alan Tompkins. And Alan was the first Australian ambassador for the Burnt Chef project down here in Australia. And a lot of my guests have come from the food industry. That's my background. I've been in the food industry all my life. And just being able to talk to people who have had such hard-lived experience and have suffered tragedy, have lost friends to suicide, have lost, mental illness. And it's such a important subject to really get across. And I love organisations like Modern Mentality, like the Burnt Chef Project, where they're really addressing the issues and the stigma of what mental health has been over the years. And it's real. It's something that has to be dealt with. But actually being able to really reflect on life and be able to work out, how you can move forward. And it's the small steps, it's the inertia that actually really ends up with us being stuck. And I guess that's exactly what inertia means. But when you can create motion, when you can create those small actions, even if it's a small step of getting up off the couch and going outside. It was a supermoon last night and it was absolutely beautiful. And just being able to stand and just appreciate what's around you. And I'm looking today, there's birds over there, the dogs are running around, the sea is as absolutely as clear and as beautiful. There's boats out there. It's snapper fishing season here in Melbourne. So now, like out on the horizon, there'll be boats everywhere. My little Springer over there, she just loves fishing. So she'll carry on and do that and find all sorts of things out here. And then this is Barry. This is actually my Kelpie, but he lives with me at the minute. And he just loves to run and chase whatever's on the beach. But the beautiful thing about the beach, about my happy place, is just being able to be in the moment, just being able to appreciate all these beautiful things. And I know for me, I'm a bowel cancer survivor, and I spent many years being so busy that I just did not have time to stop and look at the beautiful things. I always did it. I always walked the dogs twice a day, but it was on a mission. It was on a routine. I had a certain amount of time to do it. I didn't stand around and look at the glistening on the water or see how clear it was or watch the birds. And there's such an amazing feeling to be able to just be here, just be out in nature and just love what you're doing. And my podcast, What I Wish I Knew at 30, this week I've had some amazing guests. I've got another amazing guest today from Victorian Pride. So Paul Horwell, who'll be joining me at 11 o'clock, who's going to talk about all the challenges and the things that he wished he knew at 30. I've had chefs from Nestle Professional, Sam Burke from the Meat Livestock Association, who showed us how to make incredible steaks, but also shares with us, his life and the challenges that he's had to now have found success in what he's doing. I've got some incredible guests coming up. Mark Normoyle, who was the executive cluster chef for RACV. There's just so many, and I've got some real special guests coming up from the world of sport, and everyone so far that's actually looked at the format and the questions of what we're doing with What I Wish I Knew at 30 has really enjoyed and really sort of been able to reflect on that period of time. My youngest guest so far was 31, just turning 31. Libby Cook Black, who's a First Nations. Libby played for the Jillaroos, and had a lot of prejudice, a lot of challenges, having to leave home at a very young age to play professional sport, or in then semi-professional sport, but actually to be a Jillaroo. And what she's doing now with the Female Co, where she's helping other young Indigenous athletes actually, really get a foot on the rung and be able to look after themselves as well as play the sport that they love. And she's helping them to gain the skills that they need in order to really succeed. And she's doing amazing work. So now I'm going to have to wear my glasses because I've got lots of comments coming through here and I can't see any of them. You really don't care? Well, that's lovely, but thank you. Say hi. I love that. Why people bother to pop up on someone's live feed and say they really don't care. And you know what? This is probably for you as well. But really, it's about those people who do care about themselves, who do care about actually making a difference in this world, and whether it's helping others or whether it's helping themselves. It's a beautiful time to be able to do that, and it's really important. Hello, Mark. Hi. Hello. Yeah. When Mark's hello, lots of hellos, and I love that. So, what do you wish you knew at 30? No, what is the thing that maybe would have changed where you are today? It's you have an opportunity every day when you get up to change the narrative, change how you feel. It's really an important time in life to take and acknowledge that you have the opportunity every single day to make things very, very different. So what do you wish you knew at 30? Enjoy your day. Have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you all soon.